to Beaufort County Reports. Today we're talking about something that affects us all, tourism and how it impacts our local economy. And who better to discuss this with than our special guest, Robb Wells, President and CEO of Visit Beaufort-Port Royal and Sea Islands Convention and Visitors Bureau. Welcome back, Robb.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
So let's jump right in. We've all heard about overnight visitors. That's crucial to the local economy, but just how significant is the impact?
Overnight visitors are really significant to the overall impact. Overnight visitors spend 2 to 3 times more than a day tripper. And so, right now we track about 80% of all visitors to northern Beaufort County are overnight visitors, and they have a huge impact not only on just overnight accommodations, but also food, retail, through the lakes.
And so what does that mean for local businesses and just the economy as a whole?
Well, an overnight visitor is going to hit multiple sectors of the economy, therefore having a more positive, spending impact. So 94% of all accommodations are occupied by visitors, overnight visitors, which is very significant. Much like attractions, 82% of all attractions in the month of August were visited by visitors. And that's important to note as we kind of look at some of these parts of the season that are higher or lower. You kind of want to trim that out. And then a month like August, where you had you had a tropical storm coming in and disrupt, you had cancellations throughout the day, but visitor spending on food services was about 40%, which is a significant piece of the economics here.
Absolutely. So how does Beaufort attract these overnight visitors?
Well, for us, we focus on our origin markets where people are more prone to come to. So Greenville, Spartanburg area is a great market for us. But we're also looking at Columbia and as far away as Orlando and sometimes Knoxville, Tennessee and Raleigh, Durham. What we look for though is we want to find visitors who have an interest in doing the things that we offer here. So you're looking for history and arts and culture. Also outdoor people want to be around the water, and so those are the people we target, and we look for those people and invite them to come, when it fits best for them.
Absolutely. So what are some challenges that Beaufort face in maintaining and attracting these visitors?
Yeah, so just the fluctuation up and down, when they're ready to travel, when we're ready to have them. So one of the things that we work on extremely hard is to make sure that we have a proper balance between the locals and the visitors in the market. When you get more visitors than locals, it becomes a oversaturated area, and it may not fit the destination as a whole. So we work to find times that fit for perfect. One of our problems is, one of our issues that has come up is right after summer ends, there's just a void of visitation in the area. So we have worked with partner organizations, festivals, events, to kind of target those softer spots in the market. So a good example is the Beaufort Oyster Festival that takes place in January. January has always been a soft month in northern Beaufort County. And with the creation of that festival, they took a time when visitors aren't coming routinely, made a great event, and now we've seen a positive lift in the economics of it due to that event.
That sounds great. I know as a local, I definitely appreciate that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Cold weekend in January, there's not much else, so going out to the Oyster Festival is a great time.
Absolutely. Local support is crucial, right? You need these businesses to be successful, to curate a great experience for both the local and the visitor.
So there's a lot of strategic planning that goes into this. What can the local community do to support these efforts? Well,
that's one of those things. Residents can support by shopping local, supporting our friends and neighbors that own these businesses. You may be able to find it somewhere else. Maybe a little bit more cheaper or a little bit better, more of them. But supporting the local businesses is very important. I think that's a crucial way that we as residents can help support these businesses that are dependent, because it's sometimes it can be feast or famine. And during slower times of the year, we definitely need the locals to help offset that.
And that's great. And I know, when we were at the baseball tournament this year, the word of mouth when people are in town asking you, where should I go eat? Being able to tell them this local place is great. That was huge.
Absolutely. Listen, the whole thing is to make sure that the visitor experience meets that visitor's expectations. And our job through the promotion side of the house is set expectations properly, but it's that visitor experience. And it's something then here in northern Beaufort County that we have met or exceeded their expectations just about every time, and that's a good feeling.
That is great. Well, that sounds like a lot of great advice. So what is next for Beaufort in terms of tourism growth?
Well, again, we are trying to work on those valleys, if you will. So the times after summer, we're heading into fall. Fall's a peak season for northern Beaufort County. It's a lot of fun stuff to do. The weather gets right, people show up. But we are targeting for that January, February to kind of to look for where visitors can make a better impact, where it's softer, and that's kind of our target area right now.
Fantastic. Well, it sounds like Beaufort has a bright future ahead. Thanks so much for sharing these insights, Robb. And it's clear that overnight visitors play a pivotal role in shaping our local economy. Thanks for coming by. We appreciate having you by and look forward to talking more with you about different ways that the economy can grow with tourism in Beaufort County.
Thank you for having me, guys.